Hello there. Today we'll be taking an educational look at the species known as DoucheTubers. The DoucheTubers phylum consists of members that possess no soul, no morals, and no creativity, and definitely no entertainment. In this phylum you'll find members such as the Ricegum and the Paul brothers. DoucheTubers are composed of mainly 5 characteristics. 1. They are all douchebags on YouTube who got popular by being douchebags on YouTube for children. 2. Bragging. Always bragging or flexing. Flexing, for those of you who aren't 12, is when the money is thrown in the face of the viewer. Look how much money I have that you don't. I just fucked a hooker that cost $5,000 because girls usually won't look at me without money in my hand, so I paid for it. You don't have this kind of money, I have this kind of money. So it's just bragging about your money to the children that watch you, which is kind of just shitting in the hand that feeds you. But kids like it. 3. Just being a big fucking douchebag. 4. You're still a big fucking douchebag. 5. Always threatening to fight your haters or roasting them. Optionally diss tracks if you want to be an extreme turbo super douchebag YouTuber. Douchebag YouTubers are something I've talked about in the past. They're probably the biggest content creators on the site because kids live vicariously through that kind of content. They see this man who's successful because they watch them. So they feel like they had a part in that person's success. And when they get flexed on, they feel like they've earned that. Like, when they're getting flexed on, it's like, hey, I gave you that. Yeah, use it wisely. Kids like that kind of shit because they might not have it, and it feels good that they were able to help someone else achieve it. I understand it. It makes sense. That doesn't mean I respect it, though. It's a very toxic thing. And the reason I'm making this is because I found the perfect example of a douchetuber today. Memulous made a video on a man named Ryan Franklin who is the epitome of a douchetuber. He does it all. And I want to take a hard look at his channel here to show you exactly what douchetubers are and why they're a bad thing.
As for shoes, my shoes cost more than your whole outfit, so yeah, easy.
First, flexing. I'm only going to show one Ryan Franklin clip per point to illustrate it because I don't want to show more than necessary because I understand not everyone has a war-hardened stomach like I do that can hold on to vomit when they see abysmal fucking content like this. So I'm only going to show as much as necessary to get the points across so you are not tortured with more Ryan Franklin content than you need to be. In nearly everything that Ryan does, there's some degree of flexing. In a video it'll be, oh, look at this Gucci hat I just bought, or oh, hey dad, I just spent $2,000 on this Louis Vuitton trench coat. On Instagram he'll post, just bought this extremely expensive pair of shoes, these Yeezys. Oh, check out this Gucci condom on my micro penis, #blessed. He is always flexing. And flexing is one of the main things with douchetubers. I really personally don't understand why people will just stand for that. That's just so insulting and spitting in your face. Hey, you've supported me. Now I'm going to brag to you that you don't have these things. So fuck you. I don't get that, and I think that's just a really bad thing to do. Unhealthy more than anything. It shows nothing but insecurity or a sense of holier than thou, which all douchetubers have. They always think they're more important than all of their viewers, and they always have this belief that the world owes them everything and they're entitled to everything the world has to offer.
I'm a hypocrite, which, you know, like, cool, whatever, I don't actually care, but apparently I'm a hypocrite because I complain about people doing clickbait, but then proceed to do clickbait myself. Now, I sort of get your point, but at the same time, your points are irrelevant, alright? They're dumb, they're stupid. I mean, I do the odd misleading thumbnail, the odd misleading title here and there, and if you're dumb enough to, like, you know, be misled and, like, actually go on to the video, like, I've clickbaited you, I won, I've got the extra view, like, you're so dumb if you've gone onto the video thinking...
I am in firm agreement with Ryan on this point here. If you are a fan of Ryan Franklin, you are dumb, and you are stupid. As you can see, this illustrates my point I just made, where he thinks he's better than all of his viewers. He thinks they're all very dumb for even falling for his clickbait, and most douchetubers feel the same way. Hey, my audience is so dumb I can clickbait the shit out of anything even if it makes no sense. Aliens invaded my boners at 3 a.m. while watching SpongeBob? Haunted, super scary, you won't believe number 6, 10 million views. So yeah, I agree the viewers of these kind of people, I wouldn't necessarily call them stupid, but they're naive because they're children and they're being exploited with this misleading shit, which is fucking awful in my opinion.
I don't see the attraction. Like, I'm not overly like, oh, like...
Now, one of the main things he does is he always insults any of his haters based on their appearance. He always goes right for appearance insults, and he does not discriminate. It doesn't matter your age, sex, race. You could be a fucking alien. You're still a target. Everyone is equal in his eyes. Here he is taking on a 6-year-old, and he showed no mercy. The full wrath of his clever roasting was laid down upon this 6-year-old. He was merciless.
Oh, What's wrong with your hairline? Your hairline is so ugly.
Right. Hair jokes. I mean, I've never heard those before in my life. For real, if I had £1 for every single time someone mocks my hair for the colour or the style or anything, it doesn't matter, I'll be living in the Bahamas.
I wonder why you get so many hair jokes. I honestly can't imagine. I'm gonna go ahead and pile on it though. You look like Bert from Sesame Street. I'm sure you get that one all the time, so that's nothing new. Your hair looks like Anthony Sullivan's smart mop after it was used to clean up a pile of Chaz Finster's pubic hair. I'm actually really glad you chose that hairstyle though, honestly. It lets people know you're a douchebag without ever having to talk to you. Your hair looks like 3 rusted slinkies that had an orgy on top of your head that you just decided not to stop. So you're welcome. There's 4 more for your Bahamas fund.
Guys, this person right there is the ugliest man alive.
And do you know what's the most awkward thing is when this calls you ugly.
Oh no, look out. We've been invaded by Ryan Franklin. No, I'm just kidding. That's not Ryan Franklin. That's Watto from the Star Wars prequels. Ryan is way too much of a pussy to confront someone directly. He's already privated his Twitter account and shit because he's a big old pussy. But you see what I did there, Ryan? I compared you to Watto. And Watto is known for not being super great looking in The Phantom Menace. So I'm calling you ugly. You get it? You know, because that's what you do. Man, you really took that 6-year-old down to size, man. What are you, like 19 or 20 and you're just calling a fucking child ugly? Are you out of your fucking mind, man? Holy shit.
Well, I opened up some fan mail. This is a letter from one of you guys. I think her name's Jessica. I haven't opened that fan mail in 2 years.
What a cool guy. He couldn't even be bothered to read who the fan mail was from. He's had it for 2 fucking years and hasn't opened it. What a piece of shit. I honestly don't think that fan mail is actually from somebody. I feel like he just wrote that himself as Jessica. I don't think this guy's getting fan mail or ever has in the past.
You do want me to get maybe like another PO box, that sort of thing, so you guys can send me in letters, maybe like candy from your country, then, you know, I'll definitely do it.
Oh yeah, that's what we want you to do, Ryan. Open up another PO box so they can send you letters that you'll never fucking read for 2 years. Great idea, you stupid son of a bitch. Amazing. Hey guys, you want me to open another PO box so you can send shit that I ignore? How's that sound? Great, huh? Again, just further proving he does not give a shit about his fans or anyone for that matter. Unbelievable.
Now, I don't intentionally flex on my fans.
How the fuck do you have an accidental flex? Oh, whoopsie. I accidentally just started taking pictures of all of my expensive possessions and saying how great they were and then accidentally uploading them all over everything that I own. Damn, what a silly mistake. I mean, there's no correcting it now. It's already out in the wild. Shit, I'm sorry, guys.
First one was a joke to Ruby Roo because obviously during the summer I made a few videos on her. And yeah, the video's done well in terms of, you know, views. Got me money, okay? So I was doing a joke, like that tweet is a joke, like the whole Yeezy thing. It's a joke. You don't realise, actually, like, I feel that I'm quite misunderstood. I said this in yesterday's video.
This is always the fleshlight these douchebags start to use once it starts backfiring with all of their douchebaggery and bragging. Oh, it's just a joke. I'm just playing a persona. Ha ha ha. I'm not really a huge insufferable asshole. It's just a joke. Lighten up, guys. But it's very clear it's not a joke because none of it's done in a comedic way or anything entertaining at all. It's just being an asshole. Jokes on you guys, I'm not really an asshole, ha 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 ha. If you have to keep reiterating that it's a joke time and time again, maybe it's not a good joke, or maybe you're the joke. It's just fucking silly because it's very obvious to anyone that you're not kidding. You're just being a douchebag. Now, this was a National Geographic look at the DoucheTuber, and I hope you've all learned something about this abhorrent species. I really have no respect for these kind of people at all, and hopefully you're walking away with this knowledge and also forming an opinion that, hey, maybe these aren't great people that I should be letting either my kids or my brothers and sisters that are young watch, because it sets a bad example for them. It really does. 100%. That's it. See ya. How the fuck's it going, everyone? It's me, your boy 2006 middle school emo hairstyle here. I'm still not getting a haircut. I found a new douchebag YouTuber that I thought would be fun to take a look at. I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes action on how I keep finding new douchetubers that not a lot of people talk about. I type in "gone wrong" into the search bar. It's basically like a fucking complete compendium of douchebags on YouTube. You can find every single one of them there. It's like the old goddamn Yellow Pages, but on the YouTube site here. It's incredible what you can find by just typing in "gone wrong." An incredible plethora of douchebags to choose from. So today I chose Nate Garner. This is his beat up prank where his girlfriend pretends she was beaten up to prank him. Let's go ahead and take a look here.
What's up? Yeah, that's me. Yikes. And this is my life. Let me show you how I got here.
Yeah, baby. I've been waiting my whole life.
It takes only a quick glance at this man to figure out that he came from a very privileged upbringing. One thing I do like, though, is in his intro, he's wearing a backwards cap. That's very interesting, and I think you know what that means. It's time to get lit.
Where are we? I don't really know. My final destination? I don't know. Am I gonna die when I walk through these doors? No, I'm not gonna die. Carissa's hair is gonna die. Ooh.
It's all going.
Because I'm having her hair salon cut it all off.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty weird thing to say for a vlog, to be honest with you. Hey, what's going on, gang? I'm at the salon. Am I gonna walk through those doors, get my throat slit, and someone gonna rip my spine out of my asshole? I mean, who knows? It's kind of a fucking morbid way to start this one off, don't you think, Nate?
Awesome. Yeah, boy, I got kicked out. I don't think you're allowed to vlog in there, and Carissa was a little bit embarrassed of me. Hi, Max. Why would your mom be embarrassed of me?
This part actually infuriated me because it shows a complete lack of care for their pets. This man goes in there with full intention of staying throughout the entire hair salon experience, so you're talking 2.5 to 3 hours in there with her. Meanwhile, there's a dog in the scorching hot car the entire time. If he didn't get kicked out, that dog would be dead. But this all assumes that this vlog is real, which is a huge assumption to make because all DoucheTubers vlogs and videos are fake. They're all just piles of shit. So I'm sure he didn't get kicked out. It's probably planned he'd go in and go out. But if it is real, then that salon kicking out this obnoxious asshole just saved the life of an innocent animal.
Though, if you're not subscribed, you should. We take big W's every single day. We're the best family on YouTube. And there's merch dropping on Merch First. So there's 3 days left until merch drops, baby. Be ready for it. And be ready for this video. So let's just run right into it.
Jesus Christ, Nate, now I just feel sorry for you. I genuinely couldn't have written a more generic asshole DoucheTuber subscribe call to action merch plug and all that garbage, that checklist of how to be a DoucheTuber. That was the most formulaic shit I have ever seen in my life. I couldn't imagine a more hollow existence than to put on this fake high energy bullshit performance every day for your children that are watching you. I honestly couldn't, like, there's no way this man enjoys this. He's got to be fucking dead inside. Let's run right into it. With this over-animated face getting loud for no reason, wacky sound effects and zoom-ins. Holy shit. Nate, that's sad, man. That's really sad.
Today, I am going to do, here's a little preview, I'm gonna do the beat up prank. I don't know why this is the most requested prank. Like, do you guys hate me? Like, come on. It kind of hurts my feelings. What would make me feel a little bit better is like, if you guys bought the merch on March 1st, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, right, yeah, the classics, the getting beaten up prank. That's a fucking wholesome, family-friendly prank right there. That's some good shit. Everyone's a winner in that one. Obviously, it's all fake, but I mean, why the fuck do all of you DoucheTubers do like these brutal prank ideas? Like, let's simulate an armed robbery prank gone wrong, gone sexual. The cop whipped out his cock. What's the next prank you're gonna fake here, Nate? The waterboarding Meemaw in the backyard where you take your grandma out back, put a towel over her face, and dump water on her or some shit as a prank? What happened to just silly fun pranks where nobody gets hurt? Why is it always some shit like kidnapping my girlfriend's mother and not giving her back unless my girlfriend buys my merch on March 1st? It's just silly shit. Like, even conceptually, obviously it's all fake, but why is that like the direction pranks go for you kind of weird fucking weirdos? I don't get it. Make some fucking entertaining pranks from a conceptual standpoint.
I put that on. Yeah, this is awesome. And this makeup, you guys, it's so good. I'm so talented. This is gonna be awesome.
Alright, I'm no James Charles, but I'm gonna critique your makeup here, Carissa. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look like you've been in a fight. This looks very fake. Now, I used to get black eyes all the time when I played sports. You don't get a black eye immediately after the impact on your eye. It's the result of the bruising, so the day after, maybe the next day, you'll get a black eye form as a result. Now, anyone who's ever been in a tussle or in a fight would immediately recognize that and know you're lying. Oh, you've been in a fight, huh, Carissa? Well, you wouldn't have a black eye if that were true. You're lying to me. We're breaking up. I don't want to see you again. Bang, into your relationship, Carissa, all because you did your makeup wrong. Now, I do think luck is on your side here, though, because your boyfriend looks like a giant pussy whose only conflict has ever been with his parents when they reduced his allowance from $5,000 a week to $2,000 a week because he was rude to the butlers and they wanted to teach him a lesson about discipline. So there's no way he would ever pick up on it, and obviously the prank's fake from the get-go anyway, but god damn it, I wanted to critique the makeup.
Hey, are you home yet?
Yeah, I just got back. Where are you?
Okay, I'm walking back from the store and some guy is like, he looks really sketchy. He's been following me for a little bit now.
Where? Where are you?
I'm out front. I'm almost back to the apartment, but he's like,
Just get in, hurry.
Can you come out here?
Solid acting so far, I'll definitely give it that. Very concerned boyfriend. Oh, you're being followed by a creepy stalker? Well, hey, just, can you hurry up, maybe? Have you thought of that one?
Here and walk back with me, please.
Where are you?
Please,
Where in the apartment?
I'm out in the front and by the park. Please.
Just, why is there nobody? Just come, run.
No, just hurry, please.
Okay.
Hurry. Okay, I hung up. This is so good.
Hardy har har, this is some turbo comedy. Ho ho ho.
Okay, he's coming, you guys.
Okay. All right, you guys. So I just got back from the Apple store.
So Nate gets a call from his girlfriend about her being stalked by a potentially dangerous person begging for his help, and his first thought is to grab the camera and vlog it. Fuck yeah, baby! Garner Gang is lit as shit, catching those big W's on the daily, by letting his girlfriend get beaten up so he can vlog it. Yeah, man. Wow.
He's coming. Okay, go.
Give me the bag.
Stop! Stop! No!
Yo, what the fuck is going on? Why the fuck are you on my girlfriend, bro? Bro. Whoa.
Nate!
Are you okay? What happened to you?
I'm okay.
Your bag.
Get my bag! No! He's tackling! Oh my god! It's a prank! Nate! 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 It's a prank! It's a prank!
What are you doing?
It's a prank!
What are you
It's
doing,
a
bro?
prank!
What the fuck are you
Michael!
doing?
It's Michael!
Oh
It's
my.
just a prank!
What the fuck are you guys doing? Michael, I haven't seen you in weeks.
It's a happy ending once you realize it was just Michael under the mask, like the Scooby-Doo villain being demasked. Then it's a group hug in the shower, and the vlog goes on for 8 more minutes. I didn't watch any of it, because it doesn't get better than that prank right there. Now, again, obviously all fake, but let's talk about this as if it were real, because that's a lot more fun, and it's a lot less disgusting to think that these adults came up with this fake prank shit and then acted it out, which they did, and played pretend. I think that's embarrassing, so let's talk about it as if it were 100% real. So Nate starts vlogging, knowing full well that his girlfriend just called, speculating that she may get robbed or beaten up. He shows up, surprised that his girlfriend is getting robbed and beaten up. So he keeps vlogging it and then being confused, like, well, how is this happening? I had no idea, as he's like looking at the camera vlogging it. So then he goes over and shoves the guy, to which Carissa is surprised that he went and defended her. So to that I have to wonder, is Nate so big of a pussy that Carissa had no faith in him lending his strength to save her? Did she expect him to go over there and talk it out with the man beating her up? Like, hey, sir, that's my girlfriend. If you could just, wrap this up quickly or maybe stop beating her up, I'd really appreciate it. I don't want any trouble. Like, she had to expect that her boyfriend would at least push the guy at the very least. So why is she acting all like, holy shit, hey, calm down? It makes no sense unless he really is that big of a pussy that she had no idea he even had it in him to fight in any capacity. It's baffling. Michael, I think, is the real hero here for having a very minor role in all of this. Yeah, you really got saved some embarrassment for the most part. You even had like a fucking, pair of panties over your face or whatever the fuck that was. I don't know. Great video, Nate. That shit stayed lit. Garner Gang for life, baby. When was that merch dropping? March 1st, Nate? You bet your ass I'm not buying that. No, but your content sucks a lot of shit, man. Keep up the good work. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. See ya. What does every douche tuber have in common besides a micro penis? Energy. That's right. You see, the DoucheTuber species has learned that in order to keep the attention of children, they have to jingle keys in front of them constantly. They have to pop out a titty that's full of milk for them to suckle on, and it's a very high energy titty they need to present. Thus, they always put on a fake persona, and you get those real crazy wild intros, the "What's going on, fam squad? Today we're doing the try not to call Thanos at 3 a.m. challenge and come in our pants. Are you ready, bitch boy? I'm ready, shit boy. Let's get into it. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Yeehaw, whoa, 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 whoa. That's why you always end up with that shit, because children like the energy. They feed off it. But what happens when the douche tubers have no energy and are very boring? Let's find out. I just want to quickly say this warning has never held less meaning than it does on this video. This is another pause challenge. This is from the Martinez twins, and the most extreme stunt they do here is shoot water from a hose in their face. It's not exactly the most dangerous and daring Evel Knievel stunts. It's not like they're trained to take water from a hose to the face. It's just not that fucking big of a deal. I don't think they needed the warning. Some real edgier seat action there to start this shit off here. I mean, he comes out of the bathroom looking like a fucking Gryffindor recruit at Hogwarts, and then he comes out of the closet looking like a standard douchetuber. But what's missing here is any energy at all, or effort, really. It's super weird. This comes across as like a really bad scene in an indie movie. This almost looks like a Neil Breen scene, honestly. There's nothing happening, there's no reason for it. This could have totally just been edited out and they could just say, hey, let's go ahead and start this. But instead, they take 20 seconds to show him going in the bathroom, you know, jerking off real quick, coming out, and then changed. What's the point?
Okay, I'm ready. You see me? I'm ready. Ready to go? First of all, we gotta wake up my brother, so we should go.
It honestly never occurred to me just how important that royalty-free background music is to Douchebag's YouTube videos, because you notice he doesn't use anything, it's just completely quiet and him talking at it, and it's so uncomfortable. It's like the start of snuff video or like poorly acted porn. And when you don't have that background music in there, it just really highlights how fake your energy is, and it really just makes it seem so fucking weird. This intro should serve as a PSA to up-and-coming assholes to make sure you have some music in there.
You wanna wake up everyone? Yeah, bro. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, wait, what? Yo.
Oh.
Now these two were part of Jake Paul's Team 10 at one point, but they split off to do their own douchebag videos, but they're not very good at it. Like, watching their videos is like watching a Snapchat story, but with even less energy.
Thank you. Thank you. I think it's dope.
Hey, welcome to Starbucks. I just want an iced vanilla latte with some milk. And where are you looking at? I want a cookie. My name is...
I honestly have no fucking clue what that little skit was right there, but it seemed like something right out of Tommy Wiseau's The Room. I don't understand what that was. I think it was them trying to like voice act what happened when they went into Starbucks, but I honestly have no idea what that fucking disaster was. It was a beautiful piece, honestly probably directed by Neil Breen himself there, and probably the best part of the video, really.
Morning routine every single day. We go to Starbucks. We eat sandwich and we drink coffee.
Who gives a shit about your morning routine?
Ivan, pose.
Pose. Are you okay? Yeah.
I take back what I said at the beginning of the videos. That stunt right there is definitely something you shouldn't try at home. They do seem like trained professionals when it comes to dumping water on each other. So honestly, I could see why the warning's there now. I like that he checks to make sure his brother's okay, because that really did seem like it could have fucking obliterated him.
Okay. What's up, man?
Yo, what up?
What are you doing?
Taking care of the... No.
Pause.
Stop.
Bro!
Taking care of what? You're just making mud pies. This man just standing out here with the garden hose spraying dirt with water. Yeah, you're working real hard over there. Truly trained professionals don't try this shit at home.
Oh my god.
This pause challenge is getting wild. Some gut-busting, side-splitting comedy by spraying his brother with a hose right into busting up some AirPods. Honestly, the AirPods thing, I'd say he was doing him a favor. Fuck that shit, stick with the cord. You goddamn turbo virgins using AirPods, I just don't see the point. You can like what you want to like, alright? I just don't give a shit about that kind of wireless headphone mumbo-jumbo hocus pocus. I prefer the cord. And, well, back to the pause challenge.
Good. I'm feeling good. Sorry. Pause. It's been...
It's been twice in a day.
Wait, don't worry. Post. Post.
Now this one does look like an unironically dangerous stunt right here. He is benching some fat fucking weight there. That looks like it might be pushing 40 pounds. So making him pause like that, there's only so much the human muscles can take. It's gonna give out and destroy his sternum if he keeps him paused for too long. I fucking love the weights on here. Where did he find these weights? At Whole Foods or some shit? Where do you even find weights that look like these? This looks like a toy weight set that a child would have. You know, like my toddler's first bodybuilding set, my toddler's first gym, my toddler's first CrossFit trip. I don't understand this. I have to know how much that shit weighs. It can't be more than 2.5 pounds. It looks like it's made out of fucking Play-Doh.
Stop. Bro, no, this is crazy. Okay, let me pose that. No, bro.
It's very clear every douchebag on YouTube is connected in one way or another, because when they do these challenges, they always do kind of the same thing. Every pause challenge has the pantsing in public, and a lot of other similar things. It's just like this interconnected web of assholes. You know, it's like asshole to asshole, like Requiem of a Dream style. Like they just suction cup to each other. And it's sickening. Like, at least be creative with your douchebaggery. Like, at least, you know, come up with your own ideas with it.
And I hope you like. I hope you guys like this video. Give it a big
so.
thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Yeah, wait.
No.
Yeah, so that wraps up that exhilarating pause challenge. I thought this was just super weird that they wouldn't just do the most basic shit that they all do by having wacky sound effects and the background music and stuff, and they very clearly fake their energy and then at times don't even bother faking energy, just have it completely monotone. It's super different from most DoucheTubers. Like, they're breaking ground here. They're going against the grain, and I just thought it was an interesting little video to look at here. So that's what happens when there's no energy in the douche-tubing. See ya. It's become a fun, cherished family tradition here on YouTube where when you're a douchebag and you reach a certain level of success on the platform for being a douchebag, you're expected to make a really shitty rap song, putting your narcissism on full display to your audience of impressionable young children. So, I thought we'd look at the latest one I found from Justin Roberts. Now, all of these songs from the YouTube douchebags are always atrocious, just fucking abysmal. They're the audio equivalent of listening to your grandmother and grandfather have sex right next to you. It just makes you go, ooh, that's yucky, that's disgusting, this is bad. But this one really takes it to the next level, so let's check it out. It's a lot to take in right there. It's some real deep lyrics. Thank you, Robert Frost. So, let's break it down. He starts with, like E.T., selling out arenas just to see me. I don't fucking understand what that means. It's not like E.T. was a famous rock star rapper. He sat in a fucking bicycle and went home. I don't really remember E.T. all that well clearly, but I think that's the synopsis in a nutshell. Unless E.T. in this situation isn't referring to the alien, maybe it stands for, like, erectile torsion. But then again, why would people be going to an arena to see this man with erectile torsion? Nobody likes testicular torsion. I don't think anyone's going to go out of their way to pay money to see a man with an erection that's twisted like a fucking corkscrew. Unless he's at, like, a circus freak show, then that would make sense too. I don't know, it's a lot to really digest. He's really challenging the listener's intelligence here because it's just really fucking bad. And then ice like Fiji. Again, I don't understand. But then again, I'm not 9 years old. Now we've gotten to the hook. 6 figures, I was only 4. So your family's rich. Why are you bragging about that? You had no part in your family's success. It's not like you were the fucking boss baby in a suit ironing out deals with Apple when you were 4 years old. You weren't investing in the stock market. You were a snot-nosed 4-year-old that had a wealthy family. Why is that something you feel the need to brag about? That had nothing to do with you. Unless you were like a child star, which after Googling you, you weren't, and you're still not a star, you're just a fucking douchebag. I don't understand why you think 6 figures when you were 4 is a cool thing to brag about, because you didn't do anything. Usually douchebags like this will talk about how they're self-made, or how no one believed in them, but they overcame the odds to be as successful as they are today. But this guy doesn't even bother putting up that facade. Yeah, my parents were rich. Suck my small micro penis, bitch.
Got a speeding ticket, I don't go to court.
Holy shit, bro, you're a fucking real badass, an absolute lit savage. You don't go to court when you get a speeding ticket? Lock this man up, throw him in the slammer, he's a menace to society. This dude is too goddamn cool, there's no pussy left for the rest of us. My god, I bet this guy is so hardcore. When his parents pay for his fancy meals at his expensive restaurants, he doesn't even put his pinky out.
She was really lame, she made me bored. So I had to kick her out the door.
Yeah, I just don't believe this part of your verse at all here, Justin. I don't think you've ever kicked a girl out. You strike me as the boring one. You strike me as an overly sensitive milady fedora wielder who cries every time he sees titties because you feel like you're disrespecting the woman by seeing her boobies. So likely what happened is you broke down into tears and the girl left because she was uncomfortable, but you spun it your own way like, yeah, bro, I fucking kicked her out. She was no fun. She was mad, lame, boring.
On top the bike like E.T. Selling.
Somebody please stop this madman. He's out of control. This fucking supervillain doesn't even say bless you after a sneeze. Wubba lubba dub dub, there is no god to bless you. Nice, bro. Now, he also goes ahead and sheds a little more light on what he meant at the beginning of the song. So, on top of the bike like E.T., selling out arenas just to see me. So he gives a little more context as to what it means, which makes it even more confusing because he clearly is talking about the alien. What the fuck do you mean by on top of the bike like E.T.? What, is this like a talent show like Cirque du Soleil? You're on top of a bike so people are coming to an arena to see your stunts? I don't think so. You don't even look athletic enough to dribble a basketball, let alone stand on top of a bike. So what the fuck does this mean? It has to be slang for something, but I've never heard it. I guess I'm just getting older. Oh, bro, I was about to fuck this girl's pussy last night. I was about to butt fuck that pussy real hard, but then we got on top of the bike like E.T. Oh, dude, we went out last night and got on top of the bike like E.T. What does it mean, Justin? What the fuck does that mean?
She said life's not fair. I said my face in Times Square.
And they say chivalry is dead. This girl's confiding in him that she believes life isn't fair, so to that, Justin, like a true gentleman, says, well, fuck you, look how cool I am. Your face isn't in Times Square, by the way, Justin. The only way your face would ever be in Times Square is if it was on wanted posters for pirating too much hentai.
Oopsies, I just crashed a boat. So many chains I might choke.
Why'd you crash the boat? Are you just a shitty driver?
I'm not even old enough to vote. Making history, you should take a note.
Oh, okay, alright, I'll take some notes on how to make history. Okay, so from the Justin Roberts playbook, step 1, be born into a very wealthy family, okay, and then brag about it. Alright, thank you, Justin. This seems like it'll work out well. So basically, just try and be reborn again, but this time, be born into a wealthy family. It's that fucking easy. Oh, shit. I messed up my notes. I just wrote, you're a douchebag.
My girlfriend wanted to elope. My grandma said no. Thank God my grandpa is the Pope.
Your grandfather's not the Pope. Is this just your style of comedy, I guess, if that's what the children want to call it? Oh, my girlfriend wanted to elope, so I asked my grandma, how wacky is that? She said no. So I asked my grandfather, he said yes, he's the Pope. I don't like this, man. I just don't like this at all. This is really shitty. This is like some stinky garbage that you're putting out here. I really don't like it. I don't respect it at all, Justin. I just don't think there's anything redeeming about this. I don't like you. I don't like the music that you make here. I don't like anything about it.
On top the bike like E.T. Selling out arenas just to see me.
That's about the end of the song. What a banger. What a fucking banger this was. Can't wait for more YouTube douchebag original rap productions. See ya. A question I've been getting asked a lot recently that I wanted to publicly talk about is, why have I been making videos insulting children's content? I'm a full-grown man. I'm not no snot-nosed multiplication table learning little bitch. I'm a full-grown fucking man who understands multiplication for the most part. I know I may have the height of a toddler who's just now hitting puberty and maybe has a bit of a calcium deficiency, but alas, I am still a hairy-dicked, hairy-assholed man. So why am I insulting children's content? It's clearly not geared towards me. Well, the reason is it's shitty content. Yeah, that goes without saying. It's not exactly brave to insult the children's content on YouTube. Saying family-friendly YouTube content is bad and shitty is like saying one-ply toilet paper is evil. Everybody already knows that. The main reason I target the douchebags that make the content geared towards children is because they aim to exploit the children. They always pretty much demand that they hit the like button or else they're not a real fan and they'll never be their friend and they're never going to have a girlfriend and no girls are ever going to show them nipples or anything. They make it seem like you're a loser if you don't hit the like button for them. And the content aims to set a very bad example to children who are very impressionable. So you have people like Ricegum, and I always use him as an example for this type of shit because he's truly the poster child for being a micro-penised douchebag who just throws his success in the face of his fans and spits on them. And you have people like him who incentivize these children to hit the like button and comment and join the family, and they make it seem like you're not gonna be successful or cool if you don't emulate that type of behavior. So you have these children that look at Ricegum and want to be like him, aspire to be like him, so they start acting like him, a huge piece of shit. So then you have a whole bunch of children growing up to try and become a piece of shit. Being an uneducated fucking loser is now the cool thing to do because you have people on the platform of YouTube showing how successful you can be by being that way. And I honestly just have no respect for this group of people at all. Every adjective you could ever use when describing a piece of gum that's stuck to the bottom of a urinal is an adjective that would also apply to this group of douchebag YouTubers that exploit children. All in all, they're just the worst possible role models. Like fucking Jake Paul made that song about fuck teachers. Fuck teachers, yeah, what a great positive message. Fuck teachers, a message delivered from Jake Paul, who can hardly even speak English, a man who offers nothing to the world and has just barely enough brain power to keep himself from drooling 24/7. Yeah, fuck teachers, what a great fucking message to send. I'm not exactly the type of guy that's always like, think of the children, we need to ban swear words because kids might hear them and burn down a church because they heard those bad words. Pornography needs to go, that's so unholy, kids might find that, think of the children. Bitch, if pornography didn't exist, the world would be in flames by now. We would have lost the ozone layer 20 years ago. Pornography saved humans. Can't ban that shit. But when talking about this platform, I do think when you have these douchebags who make content solely to exploit children for their own financial gain, that's something you really need to think about and take a look at. So why I choose that type of content to shit on so frequently is because, well, it's really just bad content that's fun to shit on, and also, I feel like it's rightfully so. It's a target that, there's no passion behind. It's a bad person who's making it, and they're doing it for malicious intent. Why wouldn't you want to make fun of that, or at least show people this type of shit and make people aware of what's going on, so that way maybe somebody who sees it and has a younger brother or a son or a daughter that maybe watches this type of shit, maybe sit them down and be like, hey, you can watch this type of shit, but just, I hope you don't end up like this, you know what I mean? Because it's bad. Nobody likes those kind of people in the world. Yeah, I guess it might be cool to children online to see that type of success and that attitude, but in the real world, nobody likes that. It's a hard news flash, and I'm sorry to splash you with that cold pee-pee water, but nobody likes those people. I'm 100% sure Ricegum doesn't act like that in the real world like he does online, because he wouldn't have any friends. He wouldn't have anybody still in his life. But kids, they don't know that. They probably think that Ricegum is just like that in the real world. A real fucking lit savage who goes around slapping homeless people with $100 bills, laughing as he does it, and then brushing the ass crack of strippers with cocaine. They will look at that and think, okay, so that attitude has clearly got him a lot of success with this nice house and all this money. I'm gonna do that too. And then they will, and they'll wonder why they're all alone. A lot of people probably think I'm just talking out of my ass, like, oh yeah, I'm sure all the kids understand that it's just an act and they're not just being used, but I mean, they very clearly are being used. You can tell by the way the douchebags act about it, but we'll disregard that. It doesn't mean they're gonna be bad people because they look up to these bad people as role models. I can give you a very easy counterexample. The KSI vs. Logan Paul fight, all of their fans were the most destructive fans I'd seen in quite a while. They were worse than some soccer fans. There was those videos of literal riots about the KSI vs. Logan Paul fight. Both of them have content aimed at children. Both of them are douchebags, and they have been doing this for a while. So they've had an audience of children following them through their formative years. And look how they turned out, judging by their public appearance at the fight conferences, where they had actual riots and destruction of property and fucking public urination and defecation charges and shit. They're becoming bad people. And I'm not going to blame, Logan Paul and KSI solely for that. A lot of it falls onto the parents. But as you can see, there's clearly at least some type of correlation here between looking up to bad people and how you start to turn out and what kind of persona you start to take on, what kind of mask you wear. It's just bad. When you have content that's geared towards just exploiting people and acting like a douchebag for money and views and likes, you're gonna have people that try and emulate that and take on that in the real world, and that fucking sucks. Nobody likes those people. So I choose shitty, family-friendly, exploitative content to insult and shit on because it's bad content that's fun to insult. And in my eyes, if I can at least show people why the person is a douchebag, that's a big win because it makes more people aware, and maybe even the douchebag in question, they're not going to change, never mind. But yeah, it at least makes people aware that they're a big old fucking douchebag, so that's good. It helps raise awareness and shit. So yeah, that's it. So yeah. I'm no stranger when it comes to shitting on Ricegum. He is a toilet for which my butthole is always eager to drop some doo-doo on. I've made that very clear over the last 2 or 3 years. I can't stand this guy. He's the incarnation of a wet fart with a super fake personality preaching some awful shit to children, and it's always just so lovely when he fucks up and the entire internet community is reminded that he has the most insecurities, is the biggest douchebag with the smallest penis. It's like a little bit of a Clue game, you know what I mean? That instead of identifying a killer, you're identifying a huge douchebag, and it's always Ricegum. Now, we got a little bit of a late Christmas present here because Ricegum's wrapped up in some controversy. I'm not going to get too deep into what he did because a bunch of YouTubers are talking about it ad nauseum, and I'm not just going to parrot that same shit. The only reason I'm talking about it is because it's Ricegum and he's a fun little punching bag. So in a nutshell, what he did is he made a video in partnership with Mystery Brand promoting their product, which is a gambling site aimed at children aspiring to be a douchebag. You know, those kids that are growing up watching people like Ricegum and Jake Paul going, "Mom, Dad, when I get older, I want to be an asshole." So it's a site that hopes to cater to that audience. What you do is you bid on mystery boxes that can have everything from a toothpick covered in cat fuzz to a $250 million mansion. That's actually one of the things in their box, and obviously that doesn't exist. You're not going to become fucking Tony Stark playing your Mystery Brand gambling simulator. That's not going to happen, but children don't know that. You could put the fucking Infinity Stones on there and they'd think they should just start throwing their parents' credit card on the site. Half of the shit from their grand prize pool in their mystery boxes, shit that they just don't have the rights to. There's no way they have. I'm surprised there isn't like a mom and dad get back together item in their shoe mystery box, or in the Supreme mystery box, you get a hover boots from Supreme. Just complete nonsense to draw children in is what it is, and kids don't know any better. Before Ethan H3H3 made the video about this, Ricegum's video had overwhelmingly positive response to it. People in the comments were super excited about it, talking about the things they were winning or the things they weren't winning, and they were all super excited. So it's kids that like this and adults that can see why this is a bad thing. Ricegum is promoting gambling to these children that are now becoming gambling addicts. If you look at the older comments on his videos, you can see how much they fucking loved it, which is very alarming and sad, and should honestly be illegal if it's not. Now, if you watch his video or Jake Paul's or Morg's or any of the other douchebags that were promoting this site, you'll immediately notice that the site is exactly like the CSGO lotto scam that was run by Syndicate, T. Martin, and Josh OG, where you do these mystery things and you get this mystery item and it's aimed at children, gambling for kids, which is obviously fucking awful. Now, Ricegum, in response to all this, made a video, and this man is so fucking dumb he can't even write a sentence without showing how fucking dumb he is. The title of the video is YouTubers Calls Me Out. Are you illiterate, Ricegum? Did you not go to school? Did you just pay everyone to do your English papers for you when you went? You're like the Floyd Mayweather of YouTube. Absolutely illiterate, but instead of being good at fighting like Mayweather, you're good at nothing. You have no discernible skills. The title should read, YouTubers Call Me Out for being a big piece of shit. Now, calling this video an apology would be like calling Amy Schumer a good comedian. It's not even close. This is not so much an apology as it is a, I'm going down and I'm taking all of these other people with me. He just starts name-dropping a bunch of other douchebags that did the exact same brand deal he did, and that's about it. And then he has the audacity, the gall, to do a $10 Amazon gift code giveaway at the end of his apology.
I already did it. The damage has been done. You guys already saw a money-hungry side of me, and it is what it is, and there's nothing I can really do but say sorry and give you these Amazon gift cards. So I'm sorry. It just wouldn't happen again. Amazon codes $10 to $20. Just a little giveaway. It's the least I can do after, you know, this, you know. Okay. Have a good day, guys. I'm sorry again. I hope you guys can forgive me.
Oh, shit. Hey, guys. I stole a lot of money from you. I'm sorry. I got you this Subway sandwich. I hope that makes up for it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just such a blatant disregard for giving a shit about his fans. Openly just doesn't care. And it's sad. I don't know why these fans of his continue to stay in this abusive relationship with this guy. This man openly drops trousers and takes a big old pee-pee right in their mouth. I don't know why they accept the golden shower from Ricegum so frequently, but they do. They must fucking love it. It's their fetish, their kink. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the deep lore surrounding Ricegum's humble origins. I'm assuming he came from a very wealthy family based on the way he handles these kind of situations, where he thinks by giving away some money, everyone's going to forgive him. Like, oh, you're such a fucking saint, Ricegum. You did this brand deal for more than $100,000 and you gave us $200 in Amazon gift cards that were probably already used when you showed them on screen. Wow, you're a goddamn hero. What a fucking patriot you are. Amazing. This guy is just such a privileged piece of shit. He just doesn't know how to be human anymore. I really just don't think it's in his nature to even understand people. And his conversational skills are atrocious. He went on Logan Paul's podcast and talked about this shit briefly. This man can hardly struggle through a sentence without saying like 1,000 times and having one of those vocal trills, you know, the Hill Valley Girl things, the vocal fries, excuse me, the hey guys, that kind of deal. That's all he can fucking do. That's the only way he can talk. That's all he can sound like. And he's constantly fucking perpetually nasally because he's got like a perpetual cold haunting his fucking sinuses. The man is insufferable to listen to and he can't speak and he's such a piece of shit. Let's go ahead and look at the clip from the podcast.
And like, that was sick. Like, I kind of, like, I really wish I was a part of it. I can't fight and shit. So like, it's probably why I wasn't a part of it. But like, it's some big shit right there, man.
Would you ever fight someone?
Yeah, I mean, dude, so look, if we talking about fighting, it's about the opponent, you know what I'm saying?
I have nipples, Ricegum. Would you fight me? And if you do fight me, can you not wear that disgusting stained red sweatshirt you have on? Look at this shit. Look at that sweatshirt. It's covered in ketchup stains and grease marks. That's apparently by design. If this is high fashion, then I don't know what the fuck is wrong with rich people. It is absolutely repulsive and abhorrent.
Man, so I guess there's two things that are going on. One is like, apparently I'm promoting gambling to kids, right? So I talked about that. It's my last video. I explained it. But like, that is like, I guess I was promoting gambling to kids.
By golly, yes. Why, yes, that is what you were doing, Ricegum. And you know what that means? It means you're a big piece of shit. Well, hey, thanks for joining me on the Shit on Ricegum video. Don't forget, Ricegum is not only a big douchebag, but a huge pussy. Brian, if you're watching this, no amount of money you have can make you not a huge pussy. Don't forget that. Take it easy, everyone. See ya. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you need talent or hard work to be successful in life. The Douchey brothers are living proof that neither of those things are required. It's been a little while since we've looked at the Douchey brothers, so let's go ahead and bring them in here for their checkup at Dr. Charlie's office, squeeze their balls and ask them to cough. Today we'll be watching another thrilling adventure with these four exciting brothers as they explore a $38 million mansion and decide whether or not they want to buy it and live there.
What's up, guys? We're back for another video. And today, we might potentially buy a new house.
Not just a new house, a very beautiful, big, and brand new house.
I love the way that Cyrus there on the far left looks. Everyone else is dressed relatively normal, and then Cyrus comes out here looking like a Kingdom Hearts character. Everyone else is dressed relatively normal, but then he comes out here looking like Count Dracula. It's like he just heard Black Veil Brides for the first time and is going through a phase now. You have to almost appreciate the shamelessness when it comes to this family's ability to flex their wealth on everyone watching. They just rub their wealth in the face of all their viewers, and their viewers fucking love it. They just eat that shit up like milk and cereal. They just absolutely can't get enough of these Douchey brothers flexing on them. They have $37.9 million mansion in the title, so you know exactly how expensive it is. And then they kind of talk down to you like, It's not just a new house, it's a brand new house and a big house. Unlike that shit you're familiar with, you plebeians watching this living in your little fucking meth laboratory, crack shacks and whatever. It's nothing like that. You probably can't even picture the kind of house we're about to see, nor the money that's about to go into this.
Hi, Marcus.
Stefan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Cyrus.
Alright, Stefan, good to meet you.
I'm Darius.
Hi, Lucas. Nice to meet you.
Come on in.
Thanks for having us.
So first off, excuse the mess. They are doing a bit of a. They're changing up the top floor window.
No, Stefan, I will not excuse the mess. This place is a filthy fucking pigsty. It's a swamp. I thought this was supposed to be Beverly Hills, not Dagobah. What the fuck have you even brought the Dobre brothers into? $38 million and you present this decrepit cesspool of disease and grime? Have you lost your mind, Stefan? This is an inexcusable disaster. Unbelievable. I feel insulted even looking at this $37.9 million. My dirty little asshole it is, looking like this. Good lord.
So real quick, the specs are 12,000 square feet interior, but another 10,000 of exterior space with a decking. So when everything's opened up, it feels like a 20,000 square foot house plus.
I'm not the Dobre Brothers real estate manager. I'm no expert when it comes to real estate, but I'm just going to tell you, Dobre Brothers, 20,000 square feet, that's not nearly enough to contain your egos. You might want to just pass on this one right away. It is way too small for you boys. What are you trying to, you're trying to live in a little porta potty here? Only 20,000 square feet? You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be, this is outrageous, and it's even embarrassing to watch you guys even pretend to be interested in this little piece of shit.
Is that a real dinosaur?
Yeah, Allosaurus rex, 150 million years old. Oh, not included with the house, it's an extra 1.5.
I couldn't even imagine being so rich that a house that I'm looking at has an actual fucking dinosaur fossil propped up in the living room. That's like some supervillain lair shit. That's Dr. Evil shit right there.
You can see all of the lake through here.
Yo, we can set up like a foam pit and just jump off from there and make some crazy videos, you know? Yeah.
Whoa, calm down there, Cyrus. That's a little too wild and wacky. A foam pit and jumping into it? Are you kidding me? Bro, that's like illegal. That's too insane. You are too wacko mode. Like, you've got to be crazy. You have to be clinically insane. Like, you actually need to be thrown in Arkham Asylum. That is one of the most insane things I've ever heard in my entire fucking life. That is actually alarmingly crazy.
You could park your car in the living room?
Yeah. That's cool. Take your signature piece and put it right here.
Yeah, but why, Stefan? Why would I want to park my car in my living room? Unless I'm trying to kill the whole family with carbon monoxide poisoning or something, what could possibly be the point of parking a car in a living room? Maybe I just don't understand high rolling, but that just seems dumb.
That's right.
Multiple fire pits, one there, one here, one off the master, 2 more for the guests, which we'll show you in a second.
Crazy, man. This is like, you got a view of everything right now.
I can't be the only one that thinks this pool looks terrible. It's more like a glorified slip and slide. It's just really long. But just look at the width. It's only like 3 feet across. It looks like a water ruler. There is absolutely no way you can jump into this thing, dive into this thing. All you could possibly do with this little pathetic excuse for a pool is swim laps from end to end claustrophobically. There's absolutely no wiggle room for any type of actual fun pool activities. You could only swim from end to end, and it'd be like the walls closing in around you because there's absolutely no space on the sides here. There is no width.
Yeah, it's like your own dealership, you know?
And when you drive up, you can see the cars through your windows here, which is nice. Presents very well.
This will be good for our Dobre Cars channel too.
Big shouting out to the Cars channel, really smooth and suave. I mean, hey, look at that showroom right there. You could have 1 million cars in there, 15,000 naked women, like it's got everything you could want, and on only a modest price of $37.9 million. I mean, it's a steal. They're fucking giving the house away.
This is the closet?
Yeah.
Yo, this is the best closet I've ever seen.
You got skylights that are in the natural light, because sometimes you put something on and with the fluorescent lighting or whatever, it doesn't quite show as well.
Yeah, that closet is huge. It's absolutely massive. It looks like the inside of a bank vault. It reminds me of that scene in Men in Black 2 when they go to the apartment and you see all the futuristic weaponry in like a whole separate room. That's how futuristic and massive this room looks. Don't know what you need all that space for, but god damn it, it's there.
I like it. It's nice. This is crazy.
Yeah.
It's like a hotel. Yeah.
Last to leave elevator wins $10,000.
Yeah.
That's a Dobre Brothers challenge. 24 hours overnight in an elevator.
Calm the fuck down, Cyrus. These ideas are too lit. Someone else that can afford a $38 million mansion with an elevator inside of it is going to steal them. You can't just give away the Krabby Patty secret formula. I can't believe he's just giving away this gold, this genius. Spending 24 hours in an elevator, has it ever been done before? Can it even be done? Does the science even allow such a thing to happen? Like, it's fucking crazy. Last to leave the elevator wins $10,000. Like, that could even go longer than 24 hours. Like, holy shit. This man is an actual genius, a pioneer, a visionary. I can see who the mastermind is behind the Douchey classics, like making slime in a bathtub. Like, damn, this guy has got some banging ideas.
All right, you guys ready for the coolest feature?
Yeah.
Check out this hidden wall.
Would have been a wild twist if there was just a bunch of fucking bodies on meat hooks in there or something, just like body parts tumble out of the fake wall when Stefan opens it.
You punch in your code, and it's a full-on safe room.
I feel like Iron Man right now, bro.
What you doing where you lock your brother in?
Let me out!
Stefan, are you serious right now? Tossing ideas to the Douchey brothers? What? You want to be a Douchey brother that badly? You want to be the 5th Douchey? And that's the kind of idea you're bringing to the plate? That's what you're coming up here with? That's your fire? It's fucking genius! Can you believe it? Trapping a brother in the safe room? That's a fucking banger, Stefan. You might want to just give up real estate and join the Douchey brothers full time. Like, that right there, that would pop off.
Yeah, it's a home, it's a private club.
The doors are actually motion censored by my hand.
Anytime. Let us
What
know.
was the listing price?
$37,950. $37,950,000.
Cool. We'll take a look at our options.
And there you have it. We may see Douchey brothers move into this thing. I don't know. It seems like a little bit of modest living for them. I think it's a bit beneath them, and it's only $37.9 million. So they're really just trying to be a bit frugal with their spending, which I think that's a good example to set for their young audience. Like, hey, it's not always about the money. Sometimes it's about the character of a house. You know, because they could easily afford like a $1 billion house even. They could live on the fucking space station if the Douchey brothers wanted to. Like, there's nowhere they can't live, and they're choosing this. It's almost inspirational, to be honest. And what a piece of shit, right? Like, that house looked terrible. I mean, that's a gross looking house, you know? I wouldn't want to spend $38 million on that. I mean, that's garbage. That's a bunch of garbage. That's about it. So yeah. It hasn't even been a full 48 hours since I dropped my trousers and plopped my asshole on a YouTuber's face named I'm Jaystation. About 2 days ago, I made a video calling out this douchebag piece of shit named Jason, who made a video where he pretends that he was beaten and robbed and nearly killed. It's all very fake, and I called it out and took a shit on it, made fun of it. And now, not even 2 days later, he does something even more douchey and scummy. He makes this video where he says he's using a Ouija board to talk to Etika gone wrong. The same clickbait shit he does for everything. And for those that don't know, the person in this video that he's targeting here, Etika, recently killed himself, and it's been a really tough situation for a lot of people on the internet. And Jaystation's capitalizing on it for views, as he's done numerous times in the past. The day after Mac Miller died, he made a video where he says he contacts Mac Miller through a Ouija board, and Mac Miller was plugging Jason's merch, telling all the children to buy Jason's merch and Mac Miller might come back to life. He did the same thing with XXXTentacion's death. He's just an insufferable asshole, a real piece of shit. So it's not surprising that he would do this. Now, the video isn't actually him doing the Ouija board 3 a.m. shit that he's known for. It's him riding a high horse, saying you can't clickbait people's suicide and that you're not allowed to be sad about it, and that he's the only one that's really fighting for Etika by clickbaiting people into clicking on his video and being a massive insufferable asshole about it. Now, that being said, he did donate $2,500 to a charity, but the video's also monetized with ads on it, a bunch of ads on it, so he's making far more money off Etika's death than he's giving to the family. So even your attempt at looking like some type of hero or champion makes you look like an absolute fucking douchebag. It's unreal. So I did a little research on Jason. There's only so much you can say about I'm Jaystation that hasn't already been said about a condom covered in horse shit. So I decided to look a little more into Jason E, the person. I'm still not going to drop his last name. But a little brief history, a little lore update on Jason E. He's from Canada. He used to work at a Costco with his mother and began making videos in late 2015, early 2016. Initially, the videos were him just shitting on his coworkers until Costco management stepped in and made him take it down or else he'd be fired. But once he took those down, that's when he started doing his fake pranks, and he actually used to dabble in real shit where he'd go to buildings trespassing and make shit content there. And then he got in a lawsuit, a legal battle because of that garbage. Around the time he was facing his first lawsuit for his shit content, and they didn't sue him because his content was garbage, which they should have. It should be criminal how bad his videos are. They're suing him because it's literally illegal to just trespass in businesses like that and then film it. But while they were suing him, or he was engaged in this lawsuit, one of his friends came forward on Jason's Facebook and made a public post talking about the kind of person Jason E is. Now keep in mind, this is all unverified information. It could be totally made up, but really all of it sounds totally in line with the kind of person Jason appears to be based on his videos. You know, you don't have to see someone's penis to kind of know that it's small. If their truck's super big, it's super loud, you kind of know the dick's small, and that's how I feel with this. So I'm not going to name the guy, but T here made a post on Jason's Facebook and really shed light on what kind of person he was. So according to T, Jason was the most complained about employee in Costco's history. That Costco's history, having more suspensions than any other employee and more complaints by far. He also was emotionally abusive towards his at-the-time girlfriend, and on one occasion went so far as to key a woman's car because her daughter, who was a co-worker of Jason's, didn't break up with her boyfriend for him. Which sounds about right. Just looking at Jason, you can kind of get that idea that he's either an incel or just one of those kind of fucking lunatics. So that sounds about right. Again, unverified, but it really does seem in line with his character. Allegedly, he also harassed everyone he came in contact with and pushed everyone in his life away, including his mother. So he ended up alone and now making these shit YouTube videos. Again, this is all just from one person's post in 2016, back when his channel was first getting started, so I find it very hard to believe that T was just trying to piggyback off of Jason's pseudo-internet fame, because A, he didn't have it back then, and B, he's still not even pseudo-famous. No one over the age of 8 knows who I'm Jaystation is, and even those 8-year-olds don't even have object permanence yet, so they don't know who the fuck I'm Jaystation is. They just know that sometimes that shit comes up in the auto-recommended kids YouTube app. And that's proven, and I say that with certainty, his audience is under 8 years old. And he proved it himself, because in September, when YouTube was first demonetizing channels on a large scale, Jason panicked and made a Patreon page and made a video begging people to go to his Patreon page and donate so he could keep making his awful, god-awful, fucking dog shit, vomit-filled diaper bag of garbage content, and it didn't work. At the time, Jason got 70 patrons, totaling right around $200. As of this moment, his Patreon is still up, and he has 2 patrons. And it just didn't work because Jason's audience doesn't have money. They're children. So this fucking idiot, this goddamn Cro-Magnon, overestimated the age of his viewers and the intelligence of them as well. So Patreon didn't work for him, but luckily his shit caught fire again because of the recommended YouTube kids garbage. So his channel's still doing super well. He's still making a lot of money off it. And it's really fucking sad because this pathetic worm, this goddamn vermin, is still profiting off of other people's deaths for his own personal gain and making just horrible, misleading, exploitative content. It's just downright upsetting. And the mentality of this guy is unreal. Eddie Burback left a comment on the Etika video he just released, and his response was, "Ask your girl about me." Yeah, Jason, I'm sure you get girls. What, do you brag about your YouTube channel? You can't. It's so shameful. Yeah, girl, I make 3 a.m. challenge videos for kids. It's fucking awesome. I cut open a Woody doll a couple days ago. It was fucking lit at 3 a.m. Yeah, it was fucking wild, bro, brah, 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 bro, bro, brah. Because that's his whole goddamn vernacular, just bros, bras, and guys. No girl is interested in you, Jason, and you definitely don't brag. Well, you might brag about this YouTube channel, you're a fucking idiot, but it doesn't work, I'm certain. And if you did ever come in contact with a girl and actually mumble out a few comprehensive words other than bruh and guys, she probably laughed really hard at you, because you probably prematurely ejaculated just even conversing with a female. You look like the kind of guy that doesn't get that kind of opportunity. You look like the kind of creepy guy girls are afraid of. So if Eddie Burback did ask his girl about you, the response probably would have been either, "I have no fucking idea who that is," or, "Oh yeah, that guy that harassed me and made me laugh really hard because he came in his pants just looking at me? I know that guy, that was really entertaining and scary." That's the kind of guy you are. That's your legacy, Jason. That's what you are. You're like a little cum stain on a shag carpet. Just an offensive, little blemish on something. You're just such a piece of shit, man. You really, really are. I thought you hit rock bottom when you convinced your children audience that you'd just gotten your ass beaten and robbed, but this is an even newer low. Trying to platform and make yourself look like a good person even though you piggyback off of everyone's death in society. You're just such a fucking vulture. A literal ass vulture. You suck, man. I don't like you. Most people don't like you for a good reason. Your audience doesn't even like you. Your Patreon fucking crashed and burned on arrival. The only reason you have viewers is by pure accident. A literal machine anomaly that you have an audience. You suck, Jason. You absolutely suck. Ricegum used to be the worst douchetuber on the website, but Jaystation has blown him out of the water now that Ricegum's faded into obscurity and no one knows who he is anymore and stopped making content. Now Jaystation has taken that mantle and he is owning that shit. He has really made that his identity, just being a hated piece of shit. Congratulations, Jason. See ya. What's up, everybody? It's Critical. This season on the YouTube drama soap opera has been a pretty interesting one, and as this season winds to a close, we get one hell of a surprise here. It turns out YouTube tough guys aren't that tough. What a shocker. Now when I say YouTube tough guys, I'm referring to the braggadocio YouTubers like Ricegum and FaZe Banks. FaZe Banks also happens to be the protagonist in today's story. And the ones that really just flex a whole bunch of money on their 12-year-old fans who live vicariously through their success. The fan base is sad, their personas are sad. Today we get to see what happens when an unstoppable douchebag meets an actual confrontation. Now I want to make it clear before I start this, I don't care about the story. It's a fucked up story and I'm not taking sides, although I am more inclined to believe FaZe Banks and Alyssa's side, even though they are known liars. Barley's statement was just really bad, and in my experience the bouncers do start most of this shit at these types of establishments. But once again, I don't care about the story, I just care about when FaZe Banks gets involved in a fight. The security footage has just been released. The footage is chopped into pieces to fit this horrible narrative that I don't believe any rational person's going to believe at all, but it does show FaZe Banks in an actual confrontation. No smoke and mirrors, no CGI. This is a real YouTube tough guy in a real altercation.
A couple are internet stars. We monitor stuff like this here at the television station. They get millions of hits over outrageous videos that they post. Their names are Alyssa Violet and Ricky Banks.
And I can't believe it happened to us.
What happened to Ricky Banks began when he was in a restricted basement area of the Barley House and was asked to leave. He made fists.
I love how the reporter calls them outrageous videos. He looks down on the videos, as well he should. They're really bad videos. But if only you could say shitty videos on the air, huh, reporter? This is the first sign that you're an insufferable asshole when you throw up a set of hands and then walk away. Trying to make it seem like your dick isn't 2 inches fully erect in front of everybody there, so you throw up your hands like you're ready to fight, but really you don't want to fight at all. You just want to get the fuck out of there and hope he doesn't take your lunch money. On YouTube, that comical display of masculinity will get an applause from your 12-year-old audience for your courage and being too real and savage, but in real life you can see him immediately walk away because he knows the bouncer would beat his ass into his asshole. Now, I do agree with FaZe Banks, though, in that perhaps the bouncers were power tripping and being overly aggressive, because in my experience, the bouncers in a lot of places are power tripping insecure bundles of meat who take out a lot of aggression on the customers unnecessarily. So I agree that maybe this bouncer was a big douchebag, but don't throw up your set of hands like you're going to throw down with him, because you're not, and you didn't.
And feigned fighting to a bouncer. He and his girlfriend, Alyssa, resisted and were guided up the steps into the main dining area. She was riding a bouncer's back aggressively. Then the cameras came out again, with Alyssa getting into the faces of other customers, just trying to leave. There's punching and hair pulling. As it goes on, you see Ricky throw a glass at other customers. Later, another confrontation as the camera came out again. There's a struggle, and from the shadows, Ricky attacks again, striking a customer, not a bouncer as he had boasted.
Now, Ricky comes out of nowhere and starts pounding this guy in the face from behind. Totally cheap shot.
FaZe Banks out here with this bald spot looking like a fucking default monk class in an MMO game. No wonder he always wears a hat. For real, Ricky, keep that hat on. If you take that hat off in one of your awful vlog videos, your 12-year-old audience is going to respond like that scene in the SpongeBob movie when King Neptune is revealed to be bald. I also really love how these vlogging YouTubers get really upset when other people record them. Like last year when Ricegum slapped the phone out of the Gabby Show's, aka Gabby Schumer Show's hand because she was recording him. You'd think of all people to be okay with being recorded in public, it'd be these assholes, but apparently not. So as we just saw, all 90 pounds of FaZe Banks went into fight or flight mode there. His low testosterone and high estrogen really started pumping quickly, and he went against his nature and actually got involved in a confrontation. And the best thing he could muster is he could throw a fucking sucker punch. You will never lose my respect or the respect of any man faster than throwing a sucker punch on somebody. Just start sneaking up behind a man like he's in Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell playing as Sam Fisher going for an assassination and throws the weakest wet noodle of a punch I have ever seen in my life. And he actually broke his hand from this punch here. He lets out this flurry of incompetent and clearly awful throws that is just so laughably bad. I can't be happier that he broke his hand in it. It looks like an old lady fighting for her purse back right now. It's just so sad. Here's one of your premier YouTube tough guys duking it out with someone in real life who didn't even see them coming. Don't tussle with the muscle, or lack of muscle. No, but really, for real, don't tussle with the phase muscle. Unless, of course, you do, then he's going to break his hand on the back of your head. And then you'll be left wondering why a 3-year-old just shot a spitball at the back of your head. You'll pretty much mistake his punch for a mosquito landing on you. Now, as a surprise to nobody, YouTube tough guys are my least favorite content creators on this website, and I say content creators in quotation marks. I really despise them. And it's not because I hate their content, which I do. I understand people are going to like different content, and their content is geared towards children. So that's not where I have a problem. My problem is how they shit on everybody else who isn't as successful as them or doesn't have as much money as them, and how they manufacture so much negativity on the site and create all of this fake drama and fake beef. And then they make these abysmal diss tracks at each other that make my cock smaller just by listening to snippets of them. And then they have all of these call-out videos where I'm so tough, come fight me. It's just it's embarrassing. Which is why I never call myself a YouTuber, because it's downright just embarrassing to even be associated with a lot of shit on this platform. And unfortunately, the first thing someone thinks of when they hear the word YouTube, the first thing they think of are these human catheters like FaZe Banks, Ricegum, and Jake Paul, because they're the most successful right now. But yeah, anyway, this was a National Geographic look at a YouTube tough guy in the wild. So I'd also like this to serve as a reminder to any viewers of the YouTube tough guys that they're just playing characters. They don't actually believe they're tough guys who can take people in fights. They know they can't, which is why they just make videos back and forth against each other and never do anything about it. So yeah, that's it. See ya.